What's going on, everybody? It's your man Vic, House Hunter of Columbia, coming to you real quick to give you a video talking about profiting on your investment in buying a home. Okay? Now, what I wanted to go over was I'm going to attempt to go over something that's going to be very simple and you'll be able to understand and relate to what I'm saying to give you a good idea of what buying a home does for you, okay? Or investing in real estate does for you. All right, so here's an example, a quick example. If someone was to buy a house for $85,000, all right? That's how they start off. They buy the house for $85,000, all right? They buy it at 4% interest for 30 years. Their payment will be $406 a month. An $85,000 house at 4% interest for 30 years is $406 a month. That's definitely great. How many of us are paying rent each month and paying much more than that? All right? That's the norm, that you're paying much more, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 a month, when you can have an $85,000 house or a townhouse that I actually have getting ready to come to the market. It'll be around this price here, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, hardwood floors throughout. For $85,000, you'll be paying $406 a month. All right? Now, here's the other thing with that. Now, after 5 years, 5 years later of those payments, using an amortization chart, all right, what that does, as long as you're paying your house note on time or your mortgage on time, you have no late fees, no penalties, and with your interest and everything involved, you'll be paying this, and after 5 years, you will then owe $76,000. That's what you owe after 5 years. Now, let's just assume you're someone that's right out of college, right out of high school, decided not to go to college, and went straight into the workforce, right? It's just you, or you and a girlfriend. Your status changed after 5 years. You're now in a better position at work. You're in a better income bracket, tax bracket. You end up now you're no longer single. Now you're married or with someone. Your income has doubled. So now you decide, you know what? I want something different. I want something better. I want something bigger. So what the best thing to do is rent. Rent out what you already own. Let's just assume you rent this out for $900 a month. $900 a month, right? So you're going to profit $500 a month. All right? That's your profit. $500 a month. You're going to use the other $400 to pay the mortgage. Someone else is going to pay your mortgage on this house. And the reason you're going to rent it out, because let's say you move to another house, sometimes a bank will have a contingency to say you either need to rent out that property so you can have it as income, so your debt to income ratio will be good enough to qualify for the loan, or you need to sell that property. So instead of selling it, because you only have went down from 85 to 76 in that 5 years. So trying to sell it, including realtor fees and also any closing costs, you're not going to profit as much, right? So the best thing to do is rent it out. So you rent this out, you profit the $500. After 5 more years, 500 times 12 months times 5 years gives you $30,000 to the good. That's $30,000 that you have now profited from renting out your property for 5 years. Now, after 5 more years, this $76,000 is now, after 10 years, 10 years later, you're at $66,000 based on the amortization chart. Exactly 10 years later from buying this house, paid on time, no late fees, $66,000 is what you will then owe on the house. Now, let's just say you go back to that property and now you want to sell it. You can try to sell it to the person that's living in it, or you can let the tenant know, hey, I'm getting ready to put this house on the market, to give you the first option to buy. If they choose not to, it's going to be on the market and you're going to sell it. Now, you're going to sell it for the $85,000 you bought it for. You're going to at least, let's just say we at least sell it for this. You maybe can sell it for more based on the market. May have to go down, who knows. But we're going to say we're going to sell it for this much, $85,000. Now, when we sell this house for $85,000, after all fees, realtor fees, taxes, or anything like closing costs, all those things, you're going to profit $13,000. That's how much you're going to profit off of selling this house that you bought 10 years prior. You're going to profit $13,000. You're going to bring that $13,000 over here with your $30,000. And you have now profited $43,000 over the 10-year span that you can now use to buy another property. Use that property as an investment. Being in South Carolina, you can go to a more country area, buy you a trailer, buy you 2 or 3 trailers, rent those trailers out. You can buy you a house, fix it up, rent that out. It's a number of things that you can do with this $43,000 that you have now profited. In 10 years, if you have a small child, you can now use this $43,000 to start sending your kid to college. All right? Pay some bills off or whatever it is that you may have. But this $43,000 came off a small investment that you made in your future 10 years prior with your startup home. All right? So I just wanted to let you know that this formula does work. It can work. It will work. Just be responsible. Just be disciplined and use this formula to follow through. All right? Now, if you're looking for a house, looking for a townhouse, I happen to have one. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, hardwoods throughout. Getting ready to go on the market. It's going to be in this price range right here. Who wouldn't love to be paying $400 a month? Nice house, beautiful area, lake in the back, 2-bed, 2-bath. All right? So if this is you and you want this to be you in 10 years, all you got to do is give me a call. Call the House Hunter of Columbia. Also go to my website, househunterofcolumbia.com. Find me on YouTube, House Hunter Cola, House Hunter of Columbia, or find me on Twitter at House Hunter Cola. Please reach out to me and I'll help you out. Anybody needs any help, that's what I'm here for.